Give a Hoot cartridge from Provocraft. You can see all the images on the Provocraft website. We're going to be using this little peacock right here. I just think that it is just the cutest. It's probably one of the main reasons why I purchased this cartridge. Okay, so using the gypsy, you're just going to go on and you're going to click a new mat. I'm using the Cricut Create machine, so I'm going to be using a 12x6 mat on this. So this will open up to a new blank mat, and I'm going to click down here on the keypad option, and you can see this has already been brought up. I already have Give a Hoot down here on the bottom of the screen. So I'm going to look here on the keypad, and I'm going to find the peacock. So I've got 3 different pieces. I have all of those ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and hit the keypad again, and I'm going to go ahead and make those larger so that they'll fit nicely on my card. And you can see you can either use the up-down feature here, or you could type in specifically what size you wanted. And it looks like that's going to be good. So I'm going to go ahead and ungroup these here at this point so that I can move them around and I can place my different pieces of paper on the mat accordingly. So I'm going to go ahead and shift those around, and we're about ready to cut. So I'm going to go ahead and hook this up to my Cricut. Ta-da! Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we came up with. So there we have the body. And we have the feathers. And here we have the other body layer. Go ahead and set that off to the side. I'm going to grab my Cricut toolkit. And I'm going to go ahead and just poke out. You can see here there's a little eye that needs to be poked out. I'm just going to make that hole just a little bit bigger. And then you can see that the feathers have the little holes on the outside, and this tool comes in really handy when you have those little pieces. I'm going to use my Zig 2-way glue pen to put all these pieces together. So I'm going to layer my purple on top of this beautiful teal color. And all of this paper is coordinations paper, and I just love the way that it looks all put together. And it's really great. It cuts well on the machine, and it is embossable, which is really nice too. Alright, so I'll go ahead and stick some glue on the back of this. This is the chisel tip one. I prefer this over the smaller edged. I just don't have, I feel like I don't have as much control over the smaller edge one. I'm going to be making a joy fold card today, and those instructions can be found on the Split Coast Stamper website, and I'll post those as well on my blog. I'll post the link underneath this video. So just get it. We want to make sure that we have enough glue on there. Okay, get that nice and lined up. Perfect. And go ahead and do the main body just along the edge here. Oh, he is so pretty. Look at that. I'm just going to use some double-sided adhesives for this next part. These are photo squares. You can just grab those, and I like these because they're just really quick and easy, especially when you're doing a fast little project. Okay, so if you've never used a Cuttlebug before, it comes with several different plates. I'm going to be using one of the A plates and then the 2 B plates today. So that you're going to lay down your A plate first, then you're going to lay down one of your B plates. Then you are going to take your folder. I'm using one of the circle folders by Provocraft. And I'm just going to line this up right here along where the seam of my edge is folded. Okay, and then I'm going to set that down flat on my Cuttlebug, and I'm going to put the other B folder, or the other B plate rather, in the Cuttlebug. And it's just very easy. You just crank it. It doesn't take a lot of effort. It's doesn't take a lot of muscle to maneuver either. And you're all set. I just think that embossing just adds such a nice extra dimension to your projects, and I figured these circles coordinated really well with the circles on the Peacock, so it worked out beautifully. Okay, so I decided even though his legs are cut off or come off the card just a little bit, that's okay with the way that this card's going to open. So I'm going to, I already have my adhesive on the back of the white piece. I'm going to just center this nicely on the inside of the gray. Okay, so it'll fold over just like this. I just think joyful cards, they're so simple in concept, but their finished product is just fantastic. All right, and I am going to put some ribbon along the side here, so I'm not going to center this guy. Again, I'm going to take my zig, and I'm just going to glue him real quick. I'll come back and get the legs here in a second. All right, and get it on the legs and just put a couple of stripes down the middle just for safe adhesiveness. Okay. Beautiful. I'm a huge fan of this natural raffia. You can actually get this at craft stores. You can find it in the section where they have like all the wrapping and stuff like that. And I just think it's nice because it's not necessarily a male or female associated. I use this a lot of the times when I'm looking for that little extra something on the cards that I'm working on for the guys in my life. Okay. So I'm just going to wrap this around here, and I've gotten some tape, just single-sided Scotch tape. I'm just going to tape right in there. And I know that does not look beautiful, so I'm going to cover that with another piece of that teal. Okay, so now that I have that taped right there on the inside, you can see I've cut another square, and I think this was 3 by 4, a rectangle, I guess, because it's not even on all sides. So we have that covered up, so that looks nice and finished on the inside. And you can just see the raffia just slides right next to it. And I like to put a little tie on the side just to give it a little something extra. Snip that off. Perfect. So you can see how quick and easy that was. Just took a few minutes from start to finish, and we've got this beautiful little peacock, and on the inside it's ready to go and be written in for the sentiment. Thanks for watching, and happy crafting.